It is not commonly known that as Freddie advanced in years, he kind of lost it. He grew careless about his appearance, slovenly in attire. Most of his days he spent in the pig pen, lying on his back, on his cot, staring up at the ceiling, dreaming about the great poems he was going to write someday, but never did. He took up bad human habits. He became a heavy drinker, alcohol to excess. He became a heavy smoker, unfiltered cigarettes. So let me take you on a walk down the main street of Centerboro one spring day, not long after dark. We turned the corner into a seedy side street, at the end of which is a disreputable tavern, from which come the sounds of mirth and merriment. Looking through the old-fashioned swinging saloon doors, at the back we see Freddie propped up against the wall in one corner, a half-full jug of ale on the table in front of him, a half-empty tankard of ale clutched in one trotter, an ashtray on the table is heaped with cigarette butts. And as the piano man strikes up a familiar melody, two tears trickle down the sides of Freddie's snout, and he begins softly to sing. When I was a piglet, the grass was much greener, always looked as if it had just come from the cleaner, and life was much gayer in so many ways. Ah, those were the days. Now I'm old and my joints are increasingly creaky. My memories poor and my memories leaky, and I weep as I put down these sad little rhymes. Ah, those were the times. In my youth I was always prepared for a frolic. I never had pains, rheumatism, or colic. I never had aches, head, stomach, or tooth. Ah, the days of my youth. I am happy to be able to tell you that with time and much effort, Freddie was able to turn himself around, put this behind him. He required the help of loyal friends like Jinx and Mrs. Wiggins and Charles and Henrietta and Hank and other animals on the farm too numerous to mention. He recovered his old self, his initiative, his willingness to lead. And so Freddie lived on until he was a very old pig indeed. And finally he realized that the time had come for him to seek more supportive accommodation. Unless it was one day he went 25 miles down the road to a place that he and the other animals had noted on that famous trip to Florida so many years earlier. And Freddie became a resident at the Lake Ashokan Retirement Lodge for Elderly Farm Animals. There he became a popular member of the community, always good for a song, a poem, a joke, a friendly clap of the trotter on the back. And thus it was Freddie lived out his days. Sic transit Gloria Freddie.